So first up from Deadline, who's reporting here? Anthony D'Alessandro. For some reason, I think that's a cool sounding name. D'Alessandro. Predator Badlands opening to franchise record with $39 million plus. A- cinema score is best ever for the series. Saturday PM box office update. I saw it today, Predator Badlands. Completely legally, of course. I went to the cinema to watch it and all that stuff. You know, I really did, honest. You know what? It's fine. It's an okay film. I'll do a review of it, maybe, probably not tomorrow, because that much on tomorrow. But whenever, during the week, I'll do a review of it during the week. I'll watch it again. I'll go to the cinema again, and watch it. But it's okay. It's an okay film. It didn't have to be a Predator film, though. It could have just been a generic sci-fi film. But I suppose they have to... I don't know. It depends how you look at it, I suppose. It either usurps the Predator name for its own box office, so to speak, or you could say it expands the Predator lore. I'll not spoil it, but it is a fun film. I did enjoy it. I've got to admit, I did enjoy it. And but you know, is it a Predator film? I suppose so. But I wouldn't say the best ever score. But you know, it's okay. To be honest, it'll be up there in my top films of 2025, because 2025 hasn't been a stellar year for films, has it? So it'll be up there. Maybe top 5, maybe. We'll see when I do my list. Anyway, let's read this article. And there's I can't remember the name. Tess, is it Tess or Thea? I can't remember which is which. There's Tess and Thea, played by Elle Fanning. I can't remember which is which. It made that much of an impression on me. But I do remember Deck. Deck the Predator. Anyway, Saturday PM update. Dan Trachtenberg's Predator Badlands is now opening to $39 million plus. A record domestic debut for the 20th Century Studios. I still think they should... Disney, just buy the name Fox. Just get it back to 20th Century Fox. Anyway, 38-year-old Predator franchise. Justin says, I think it expanded it some, but I don't need my Predators being super emotional. I think it was more angry than anything. I didn't get like emotion and stuff from it. I just felt it was cross all the way through the film. For you know, good reasons, in my opinion. I didn't mind. I expected to hate it, to be honest. So maybe that's because I went in with such low expectations. I kind of enjoyed it. But anyway, where were we? This comes after a great hold on Saturday of $14 million, a mere minus 10% dip. So is that a plus 10% increase? You know, it's a double negative there, isn't it? Minus 10% dip, whatever. From Friday previews of 15.6 million. Starbacks. Predator Badlands outstrips the previous series record held by Alien vs Predator, 38.2 million. Another one which, again, wasn't a great film, but I do enjoy it. Which was a mid-August 2004 theatrical release. Here's something we haven't seen in a while at the box office. Arguably, I can't speak. Arguably, going back to Conjuring Last Rites and Demon Slayer Infinity Castle in September, a tent pole with an opening. Why do they call them that? I know a tent pole holds up the tent. Is that why they call it that? Because it's holding up the box office. Is that why they call it a tent pole? I don't know. A tent pole with an opening that grows throughout the weekend while besting. It's, at least they didn't say whilst. But whilst besting, its tracking forecast. I hate that word, whilst. But I did use a word recently that ended in st, and I don't usually like them. And I can't remember what word it was. Might be in amongst. I don't know, anyway. After a torturous October, finally some optimism at the box office. Justin says, it was good. I'm just pointing out where it could be headed. There was more emotions than I expected. Yeah, I suppose. It was not... Deck isn't... I expected it going a different way, to be honest. I was expecting Deck... I don't want to spoil it. Turning out to be more different than we thought. But it turned out he was just kind of I wouldn't call him a good guy or a nice guy. Yeah, he was an honourable guy. I was watching it, I was thinking you could replace these predators in this film with Klingons, Jem'Hadar, I'm going all the Star Trek things, Herodian. It could have been any of them. But anyway, how much has it gotten whilst being in this position? Getting to me is Win Grace. Look, gotten. Alec Guinness's favourite word, gotten. And not gotten involved. George, do I have to say it like that? Yes, you do. Alex, say it. Alex. It's Alec, for God's sake. Anyway, in addition, the Trachtenberg Ben Rosenblatt and John Davis production ranks as the second best domestic opening ever for actress Elle Fanning. I didn't mind this. I'd read reviews where they said she was unbearable in it, and I didn't mind. I thought she was quite good in it. She played two parts in it, and basically a goodie and a baddie. It's not really a spoiler, is it? I've seen the trailers and stuff, and I thought she did okay. You could tell the one that were, the Elle Fanning that were a goodie because she had eyebrows and wide eyes, and the baddie Elle Fanning had no eyebrows and had like half closed eyes to make her look bad. Anyway, I should save all this for my review, shouldn't I? I'll probably forget by then. Where was Elle Fanning? After 2014's Maleficent, $69.4 million, and ahead of 2019's Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, $36.9 million. We'll have more updates in the morning. So is this the update that they've said? Saturday AM update. 20th Century Studios' Predator Badlands is looking good, knock on wood, coursing to a near record opening for the franchise, around $37 million after a $15.6 million Friday previews. It also has the best cinema score a Predator movie has ever seen, with A-. As we told you, the previous highs for a Predator movie were the original 1987 instalment and 1990 sequel, both of which earned a B+. That audience score is further boosted by the Screen Engine /ComScore post-track definite recommend, I have no idea what that is, of 78% and 5 stars, which is platinum for any movie. Oh, we hadn't done, I thought we'd done then. It's clear that audiences are enjoying this version of Predator from director, producer, writer Dan Trachtenberg. Too many irons in the fire there. He'll burn himself out. And producers Ben Rosenblatt and John Davis, hence the higher than expected ticket sales, which were expected to be around the $25 million range. I don't know what budget was for this. What was the budget for this? I bet it wasn't massive. Predator. Can't even spell. Predatoire. Badlands. I bet I spelled that wrong. No, I haven't. Badlands. Budget. Right, 105 million. That's more than I thought it'd be, to be honest. It's also the most expensive Predator film. 105 million, which isn't a huge amount these days, to be honest, is it? But for a big special effects film, because there are a lot of special effects in this. And I don't know how much of it are actually filmed on location, or was it all like just filmed in a studio green screen, like Avatar or whatever, and all the locations were digitally added. I don't know. I think that might be the case. But 105 million, so I think it'll make its money back, to be honest. Where were we? The movie's momentum is in a better position than Disney's early October attempted tentpole, that word again, Tron Ares, thanks to word of mouth. At the end of the day, no matter how much stunting a studio does in a highly competitive social media streaming landscape, the movie ultimately sells itself, meaning audiences discover it upon viewing and spread the gospel from there. I think it'll do well, because I kind of enjoyed it. Although I've people that I kind of follow on YouTube and stuff are all saying, it's rubbish, most of them. But some of them, are enjoying it. And I thought it were okay. Not amazing, but okay. Both Tron Ares and Predator Badlands dazzled Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con with equally memorable stunts. I can't speak today. The lead character of the latter, Deck, stepped on stage to scan the audience with his eye vision. Don't we all have eye vision? Unless we're blind, of course. What's that supposed to mean with his eye vision? I didn't see it, you see, so I don't know what it means. With his eye vision. Switching ratings, i.e. from R to PG, hasn't dented the appeal for the alien killer movie, because it is kind of violent though, but with it being like it's on an alien world and there's no humans in it, although there are humanoids in it, but there's no actual humans in it, so you're not seeing any blood spraying about, not red blood anyway, so I suppose that's why it got a PG. Just says, I thought they should just kept the title Badlands, kind of like Prey. Maybe. But then that might have got that mixed up with the old film from the 70s with, we're in it now, were it Martin Sheen and Sissy Spacek? That was called Badland, wasn't it? I know I'm going back. 1973, Badlands, 1973 film. Am I right? Who's in it? Yes, Martin Sheen and Sissy Spacek and Warren Oates. Bloody hell, how did I remember that one from 1973? Crikey. Anyway, I forgot where I was now. Oh, switching ratings, i.e. Well, but yeah, well, I think because they want it to, because it's a cinematic release. I suppose they wanted to connect to the Predator name definitively to the film. Whereas Prey was just a Hulu release, wasn't it? So it didn't really matter people were going to watch it or not watch it. But anyway, switching ratings, i.e. from R to PG, hasn't dented the appeal for the alien killer movie. This particular instalment casting the series villain as the protag. It's not Twitter. You could put protagonist. That's the hook as far as distinguishing itself from previous Predator movies. Right, but there are, spoilers. There is a baddie Predator in it. Rather than just a one sheet with the fleshy, toothy-faced guy in a profile shot, Badlands one sheets went hardcore sci-fi with epic shots of him battling creatures, etc. And he's jolly good at it. The problem with the static opening between 2018's The Predator and 2010's Predators opening to around the same number of 25 million stemmed from the campaigns being quite similar and not selling anything fresh. There was no one-up, whatever that means. What's interesting though is that going to PG-13 might not necessarily have brought in a younger audience. Badlands only pulled in 5% for the 13 to 17 demographic. Excuse me. Compared to 2018's The Predator, it shows that older males still come out for the IP, 57 to 45%. But that could change, couldn't it? If they keep it in cinemas a reasonable length of time, I said word of mouth may, spread, and parents might be thinking, actually, that have seen it might think, actually, my kids can watch this, it's not that bad. Although it is kind of violent, but it's not red blood violent, it's alien blood violent. Anyway, as well as older females, about the same between both instalments at 22%. However, men under 25 shrunk between The Predator and Badlands from 20... Blah, 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 blah. People going to watch it. Numbers, we don't care, do we? Predator Badlands has nearly all the IMAX and premium large format screens, which are driving 53% of the weekend. The pick is playing best in the South, Central and West regions, with the latter seeing 43% of the gross income. More numbers, blah, blah, blah. With a social media universe of 244 million across TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and X, Badlands is reaching very similar to the reach of last year's Alien Romulus before opening, that being 246 million. Elle Fanning is promoting to her 6.7 million fans. It's all numbers, isn't it, this? Come on, what they're saying. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, we'll read this bit. The young crowd isn't big into going to the theatre unless it's Taylor Swift. It looks that way, doesn't it? It looks that way. They've got used to not going, haven't they? With, COVID and all that. But they know that this is going to pop up on Disney Plus. I don't know if Hulu will be around then, because Disney Plus is supposed to be absorbing Hulu at some point soon. But anyway, it'll be popping up on streaming, won't it? In a month or so, won't it? So people will just wait, won't they? The cinema it's not the same now, is it? Going to see a film on a big screen, the big cinema screen now, because the image you see on the big screen is often not as good or just the same as what you'd see on your telly. The only thing about going to the cinema now is the sound. You get better sound. You're not worrying about bothering the neighbours or whatever. If you're watching a film with lots of noise and explosions, I'm always worried the neighbours are going to start banging that wall. Anyway, I will always be going to theatre. Love the experience. Yeah, let's say I like for the sound and stuff, but I think the images, because they're all digital screenings now, so basically you're just watching it on a huge TV, aren't you? It's not the same as when in the old days when it was an actual projector and you could see the light beams in the smoke, everybody smoking. But I'm old. But anyway, plus I don't get to go to the cinema very often, apart from today, of course, when I saw Predator Badlands in the cinema. Where were we? Social media data core relish mixed remarks. Convo runs positive. It's deadline. They like shortening words down, don't they? Because I think, is it run by kids or something? I don't know. Convo runs positive for Predator Badlands as fans are lit up at the idea of expanding the Yorkshire universe beyond Earth, praising its young blood narrative. By the way, is this the first time they've been called that on screen? Or did they call them that in... I forgot that cartoon one that were on... I forgot what they call that now. Predator something or other. Did they call them Yorkshire in that? Don't know. Anyway. The telly is terrible because how it moves, it looks terrible. You can change the frame speed to make it work, but it is a pain. Maybe you need a new telly, Justin. It looks fine on my telly. Anyway, I forgot where I was now. Yorkshire Universe Beyond Earth, praising its young blood narrative and connections to Prey and Predators 2010. Does it have connections to Prey and Predators 2010? I missed that. Enthusiasts love the lore, depth and proving hunt concept, calling it refreshing and badass. Comments like, looks fantastic, it does. Reminds me when people clowned on Prey and it was awesome. And teenage Yorkshire with something to prove, sign me up. Highlight genuine anticipation. Others noted the Monsterverse style shift towards creature-led storytelling, celebrating it as finally giving us the Predator story we've been waiting for. I wouldn't say that. Yes, but did you use your eye vision to watch it? Yes, I used my eye vision. Because I gather information about my surroundings by using my eyes. That's a comedy thing that I saw on TV once. That's fine. For me, I can see the difference. Okie doke. Maybe your local cinema's just really, really good, but mine isn't. As far as the new upscale adult films, oi, what they're talking about? Nothing is mind-blowing gross-wise. See below. Anyway, more numbers, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. What's that Begonia film? I keep hearing mentions of it and I still don't know what it is. This is going on, this article, isn't it? It's just numbers in it about things, right? Oh, that's a Friday afternoon update. Oh, that's we're back in time, right? Anyway, so whatever. So it's doing well at the box office, it seems. I want to see it. Looks cool, says we. It is good. It is good. I must admit, I did enjoy it. At the cinema. But yes, so there we go. So Predator Badlands, it seems, is doing well. A best ever for the franchise so far. And I think word of mouth will spread, and I think more people will go and see it. And don't listen to the naysayers. Although it kind of is. People have said it's Disneyfied the Predators, and you could argue that, but you know. You could also say it expands the lore. There's some parts of it that I think, and I did get the twist quite early on because I was thinking, I know what's going to happen with that, but and it did. But anyway. But there we go. So there we go. Predator Badlands doing well, and deservedly so, in my opinion, because it is quite good. I must admit. I'll do a review of it and give it a score sometime in the week. Right. So we'll move on. I'll just remove that. Justice says it was good, but not as good as the original or Prey. I agree. I like Predator. Classic film, one of the best ever, and Predator 2 is not far behind for me. I love Predator 2. I think Predator 2 is amazing. And Prey were good. I enjoyed that. I watched it recently, and I thought, it still holds up. It's still pretty good to enjoy it. Predators were okay. Can't say I loved it. The Predator, terrible. A disaster of a film. What else? The Alien vs Predator films, I don't mind them. Even Requiem, I don't mind it. Just as I would say, it was top four of the Predator films, or top 4 film of the year. Love Predator 2. Yeah, I love Predator 2 as well. Shit happens. That old Yorkshire geek with stories to unfold. Keep your eyes wide open and your soul